Now, he drops some tea on the whole divorce, right? Because Eisel loves to talk about his daughter, loves to talk about his quote-unquote ex-wife. Well, apparently, this quote-unquote ex-wife that Eisel will always be talking about is actually still his wife. And that man, the father-in-law, is his wife's father. This is what this man is, according to the father-in-law. You know, he's a selfish, narcissistic, egotistical bastard, basically, lacking empathy, is, you know, the opinion of this guy. Now, what I thought was kind of funny about this interview is that Norwegian, you know, he's the biggest fucking narcissist there is, because he can't even focus on the fucking topic. He would lead in with a good question and then just let it slide. He wouldn't, like, go deeper into it. And instead, he would turn the conversation every fucking time. He would turn the conversation back around on him and his girl and the fact that his girl shacked up with Harley. But anyways, he, you know, just kept taking the conversation back to him and Hannah. Like, I went to the video to hear about Eisel, okay? And I wanted to hear about Eisel's father-in-law. And Norwegian couldn't even, like, for 5 fucking minutes stop talking about himself!
The person that I married, you know, fell in love with, married, had kids with, that person is gone. Like, completely gone. Do I ever wish I was still with him? Short answer, no, not at all. Longer answer, it's because of who he is now. He's not the person that I fell in love with. He's not the person I married. That person's gone. So, no, I don't wish I was still with him at all.
But I'm digressing again. Now, the weirdest, most strange thing about this video is this man, the father-in-law, this man's mannerisms and his inflections in his voice and the way he phrases things, it's really eerily, creepily resembles Eisel. Now, what does that mean? That means that Eisel, I believe, through a few years of interacting with this man, based his online persona and all the mannerisms that he exhibits on his father-in-law.
But this one was so interesting to me because it deals a lot with the idea of identity.
Tom is extremely unsure of himself and is constantly trying to reimagine himself through traits that he finds he likes in others. This is particularly significant when he meets Dickie and is very infatuated by Dickie. He decides that he wants to become Dickie, and this feeling comes to a head when Dickie walks in on Tom, staring at himself in a mirror in Dickie's clothing.
And a lot of what this book, at least the first half of this book, is exploring the relationship between Tom and Dickie. And it's rather ambiguous, the extent of both sides' feelings towards each other, and there is definitely the implication of something more romantic going on between them. This is something that both the reader picks up on, but also something that the characters around them pick up on. And part of the identity struggles that Tom faces, I think, is due to his homosexuality, because it's definitely not something that he has come to terms with, and it was something that was very much condemned at the time at which this was written.
Okay, now there's no way to really prove this, but again, if you've watched Eisel, and then you go to watch this man, and you know that this man is older than Eisel, and this man probably had some sort of fatherly interaction with Eisel, being his father-in-law, being the father of his, what Eisel claims is his ex-wife, but is still his wife. You gotta love the celebrity vegan marriage drama. You gotta love this shit. I think after watching this interview, I think Eisel based his entire personality and all the mannerisms and just who he was going to be, his online persona, he based on this man. I mean, it's clear as day. Once you watch it and just look at his mannerisms, look at how he interacts on camera, listen to his phrasing, listen to the way he explains things, it looks like Eisel pretty much just copying. Eisel ripped him off. Ripped off his entire personality. Which leads one to wonder, well, what is Eisel's real personality? Nobody will know, because he's a transient, transnational, rootless scumbag.